Hi, my name is Marvin Winans III. I play Jaden in the new Netflix series Forever, and you are watching Rolling Out Star Studio.
Hello and welcome to the show. I'm your host, Portia Monique. And today we are talking to Mr. Marvin Winans III, affectionately known as 3. He's got game, y'all. He's got the talent and he's got the heart. From Abbott Elementary to Netflix's Forever, Marvin Winans III is proving that he's more than a legacy because you guys do recognize his last name, but he's also a rising star. Welcome to the show, Marvin.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. So, this show is all the rage. It's going on right now. You guys are doing press runs. We see Mara Brocca all over the place. You guys are doing viewings and everything like that. Let's talk about it, right? So it's called Forever. It's a new series on Netflix. It's already getting a lot of love. Tell me about your character. Who is he and what do you like most about playing him?
So, Jaden is the main character, Justin's younger brother. And he's just like a fun guy. He's chill to be around. He's funny, and he's like he has a good personality, and he's like breezy. Like he doesn't like need too many things to happen. He just fine with like going along with what's going on. And I just love playing him because I feel like he sort of fits my personality. Just chill. Is okay with doing what's like going on, isn't like needy, and
Mhm.
just like a breezy guy.
I love it. Now, was there anything else in common that you may have had with your character? I know you said he's just an easy breezy guy, but is there anything else that you may have in common with your character?
Oh yeah, loves video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like video games too. And then I think he's just an athlete. He plays baseball and also a little bit of basketball. I play basketball and I just play some other sports. I play football a little bit. And yeah, so like just sort of like an athletic kind of person.
I love it. Now, the show, as we should know by now because of all the press that's going on, but the show is about first loves. Why do you think that this type of story is important for kids to see?
I think it's more of them to see because I think it really shows the difference between a crush, like they can understand the difference between a crush and like your real first love, and like what you'll really do for your real first love, and how you'll act different towards them, and what like really means for a person to get their first love.
Now, Mara Brocca, she is phenomenal. She brought us such cultural classics, and now she's bringing us another one. What was it like being on set with her?
She was just so great. She was just caring for everyone. Also, she was like just a very caring and loving person. She had a great personality, and she always made sure everyone knew like exactly like what to do. She was very like distinct with her instructions, and did a great job of making it to where people could understand the actions and the different scenes and how to like carry out the lines.
I love it. Now, did she give you any advice personally, like any cool type of advice, or did she kind of just like leave you alone and let you be?
No, she like gave me great instructions all the time on just how to say the lines certain ways, and just what to do in certain actions, like how to really bring out the character.
I love that for you. I got a chance to interview her last year for ABFF Honors, and she is such a remarkable woman. So grateful that she was able to pour into the culture like she has. And so I cannot wait to watch Forever on Netflix. Just got a notification about it. I told you off screen that it's available and you can start streaming it tonight. And I'm probably going to binge watch it starting tonight. So.
Yeah.
Now, was there a really funny or special moment on set that you will never forget?
I think when we went to Martha's Vineyard to shoot there, just the whole experience being in Martha's Vineyard, because we would be like we were shooting outside sometimes. We would always be worrying about like roaches in the like grass, and it was just that was hilarious because we would always just be like wondering like if there would be something like gonna try to get us, and that was just a fun experience. I didn't get any, thankfully though.
Thankfully, right? Now, I want to shift just a bit because people will notice that your last name is Winans, right? And so, of course, you come from a legacy filled family. I just mentioned to your dad that I am here in Detroit. Everybody in Detroit knows your family. So let's talk about that last name. Most people know your family for singing, and acting. I'm not quite sure how Deborah is related to you, but what is
No,
it like?
she's my cousin.
She's your cousin. Okay, yeah. So we work with her a lot too. But what is it like being an actor with a name with such name recognition as the Winans?
I think it's honestly just it doesn't like put any pressure or anything.
Mhm.
It's just it's cool to have that name out because of such a legacy, but it doesn't really have like it doesn't have any negative impact on me at all. It's just honestly great to, be able to carry out that legacy and be able to, like keep it going.
Now, do people come up to you and ask you to sing?
Some people do, yeah. Some people do.
Can you actually sing? Because you know it's expected of you. You got some
Yeah.
strong legacy in your family of singing.
I think if I really tried to sing, I could, but I don't really like try very hard when it comes to singing. But I think if I really wanted it, I think I could get it.
Okay, love it. Now, of course, you are a rising star. You're on TV, Abbott Elementary, now Netflix, one of the hottest series there. What do your parents and or your siblings think about you being on TV? Like, what do they say about it?
Well, the thing is, like, my siblings also act too, so it's kind of just natural for them, my siblings. But my parents, they're always just so congratulating, like they're congratulating me all the time, really making me feel loved, and like this, like always making it feel like a very special moment. Every single time I'm on screen, even if like we've seen it already, every time they always like make me feel loved. And then my siblings also they do the same thing, but yeah, they just always make me feel loved and really made me appreciate the moment.
That's so heartwarming to hear that you have that love and support and community. So, kudos to your family. But we wouldn't expect anything less from the Winans, right?
Yeah.
So speaking of another remarkable woman other than Mara Akil, Regina King, how was it like working with her and hanging out in a trailer with her?
It was great. She was always giving me great advice. And one day she had come to my trailer and just had sort of like talk me through acting and like basically choosing the right roles for me and making sure that I didn't get myself stuck in a situation where I didn't want to be and like it just wasn't a good experience. And she
Mhm.
really like emphasized me like loving what I'm doing and making sure that it was always a great experience for me. And it was so helpful and it was just such a great thing for her to do because like she did not have to do that at all. Like so cared for.
Care for, confident, courageous, like that's good to have in like a coach mentor type of relationship. So, but we wouldn't think that she was anything less because we've seen Regina King as a kid actor, so she has that experience too, right? And
Yeah,
speaking of being a kid actor, you've been acting since you were 18 months.
yeah, probably somewhere around that.
That
It's
is
a long time.
wild. Yes. What's something that you've learned about acting that people may not know?
I think I've learned that if you really try, then there are so many different personalities you can bring out of it. Like there's all these different characters, and then there's like a bunch of different things you can do. And I think honestly, it just gets fun because like if you're like acting out different characters and trying to like unlock different personalities, it's fun at a point where you just like keep doing it and just be able to do that is just it's a good experience.
Yeah. And now a lot of times people forget that kid actors are still kids, right? So you act, you play basketball, you go to school.
Mhm.
How do you manage to make time for it all?
Well, I think honestly, I don't worry too much about it because I know God has me, and I know He'll make sure that I'm gonna be okay in whatever I do. So I don't worry too much about it. I just go with the win, I guess. And if I have got to do something, I'll do it. And if I don't have to, I won't. You know.
Sage advice. That's that's some sage advice. What do you do in like your spare time when it's time to simply chill?
I'll hang out with friends, family, or I'll just play video games or just train basketball. Train out my handles and stuff like that and shoot around.
Oh, speaking of basketball, someone told me that you have aspirations of becoming an NBA player. So, first off, tell us who's your favorite team
Okay.
and then your favorite player.
Okay. So my favorite team is probably gonna get hated on a little bit since I do live in LA, but it's the Boston Celtics. And
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I just I don't know. I don't even know why. I just love them ever since I started watching basketball.
Yeah,
And yeah, that's been my team since day one. My favorite player is Jason Tatum. Even
Jason
though,
Tatum.
yeah, he's on the Celtics, and it's we have very different games because I'm like a shorter player on the court. He's 6'9", but I still just love watching him play. It's like, yeah, he just has a great game.
Oh, I love that. Have you been watching the playoffs?
Yeah, I have. It hasn't been good so far.
That's cool. I've been looking at clips, and one of the players that's come to the forefront a lot is Ant-Man. He talks a lot of trash,
Mm-hmm.
but he backs it up.
So definitely one of my favorite players.
Yeah, yeah. Now, what about going back to school? What about any other subjects that you like in school? Are there any in particular that you like, favorite subjects?
Especially this year, it hasn't really been about the subject. It's more, but just been about the teacher. So right now, I'll probably say
Nice.
my favorite subject is history because of how amazing my history teacher is. She's definitely one of my top favorite teachers that I've ever had, and like she just does such a great job of teaching us, and that's what's made it my favorite subject so far this year.
What's her name? We just
Miss
trying to
Long.
ascertain some stuff. What is it?
Miss Long.
Miss Long. Okay. Miss Long is out there doing a great job. Thank you so much for inspiring this young mind and this young athlete to want to learn more about history. What about your friends at school? Do they kind of think that it's cool that you're on Netflix and Abbott Elementary?
Think it's cool and stuff like that, but they don't like we don't treat each other any different of like, just because I do some TV shows and stuff like that. They don't treat me different. We're still just friends and just have fun, joke and laugh.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love it. Oh, so they don't even like.
Mm.
That's good. I like that though. I like that. So they just kind of treat you like, you one of the homeboys.
Yeah, just it's still like down to earth.
Yeah, they don't make a big deal about it. I love that. I want to talking about TV. If you could create your own TV show, what would it be about and what would you do?
I would say I would probably just create a show where it's just about probably like a big family and how like they will just adjust to each other. Like not like a big family because my grandma had a big family. She had a bunch of brothers and sisters, and my grandpa had a bunch of brothers and sisters. And I think it would just be like how like the children would be able to react and adapt to all these different people in the family. I think that would be interesting, like concept.
Would you call it something like the Winans?
Maybe I could, yeah. I could definitely call it something like that
And would you cast your siblings in it?
for sure. I'll
For
have to.
sure.
I'll have to.
I love it, love it. Couple more questions and we're done and out of here. So, of course, a lot of kids look up to you. What would you say to kids who want to act as well?
It's not impossible, like you just have to make sure you set your mind to it and don't give up because there have been a lot of times where I wanted to give up and I didn't want to do it anymore, but then I didn't. I pushed through and it happened. And so make sure like just don't give up and whatever you set your mind to, you can do.
Yeah, develop that grit and that follow through, that consistency and all of that, and just keep going. Now, we see that you're young, but if you could go back and talk to a younger Marvin from perhaps a few years ago, what would you tell him now?
I would probably say just keep persevering because and like don't look at other people because like they're I mean like I know a lot of other like kids who act and like are a little older than me. I will try to tell them like don't look at them and make yourself like feel like little like they belittle yourself because they're doing things. Just do what you got to do and keep going, keep acting, and you're going to get it eventually.
Great, great advice. Last question for you. What is your biggest dream for your future beyond acting and beyond becoming an NBA player?
Just being able to represent God the right way and be able to spread the gospel and teach people about Jesus.
Your grandma gonna be proud. Thank you so much, Marvin Winans the third, three.
Thank you.
So you have gone from child star to future legend. You just getting started. Of course, the sky is the limit, and we cannot wait to see what you do next. Tell us,
Thank
where can we follow you? Where can we watch Forever on Netflix?
you. You can follow me on Instagram at Marvin Winans III, and then obviously you can watch Forever on Netflix.
Today, starting today.
Hey, start
It's
came out
live.
today.
Stream it.
Hmm.
All right. It's been a pleasure. We appreciate you. Take care. We will be watching. It's going to be all the rave. We already know. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.